Do y'all like baking goods, like sweets and treats and pastries and all that good shit? Because I know I damn sure do. Y'all remember my girl Lisa from season 1 of my podcast? Well, her baking business is now up and running. I'm so proud of her because she really has a real knack for baking. If you live in the New York City area, specifically Canarsie, you're in for a sweet treat because Lisa is open for orders. For more info, go head to her Instagram page at LisaSweetCreations_ and shoot her a DM to discuss pricing and get y'all hands on the best baking goods y'all ever had. I'm dead ass though, it's really good. Y'all should really try her brownies, they're to die for. Her app will be at the corner of this video and I'll leave it in the description below.
I wanna hear your thoughts, I wanna hear your sound. And mama always told me to shout and speak my mind out loud. Come on and talk when you got the time. Freedom, want you on the line. We wanna hear from you. You got it going. Let your voice shine. Platform yours is not just mine. We wanna hear from you. You got it going. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. You're gonna shine. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. You're gonna shine.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's your boy Douglas, or you can call me Freedom. Welcome back to my channel. This is episode 7 of my podcast. Glad to be back as always, and we have a very special episode put in place. Before we get started, make sure that you guys like, comment, and share this video, and subscribe to my channel because you need me. Like I already tell y'all, can't do nothing about the noise, so please forgive me if y'all hear anything in the background. I don't want to talk too much because I'm just excited for my guests, so without further ado, let's get into freedom of speech. All right, you guys, this is Freedom of Speech, and today I am with a very special guest of mine. Everybody say hello to my god sister, Quay.
Hi, everybody. How you guys doing?
So you could introduce yourself, give a brief, introduction about you. Yeah.
My name Quay, better known as the R&B or Real Life Quay, pretty gorgeous Quay. It's a couple of things that, have followed me throughout my life, but I'm a singer. I do a little rapping. I love music, and I'm just, here to spread my love and my message to the universe and the earth. Hopefully I could touch some people and, just help them in their life.
I have so much to get into, so I got it like listed.
Yeah, break it down.
As I already explained in the preview for our single, for those who don't know, we have a single coming out on Wednesday. Quay joins me in a remix of my first single that I dropped on this channel. Yes. First video that I dropped on this channel, first single of mine, that I actually released, Quarantine Studio. Because we were supposed to do this single like last year, 2022 summer, but
yes,
so much happened with my mom then, and like the same week that we were going to record Quarantine Studio was the same week my mom had to go to the hospital and everything happened to her, so the song obviously got pushed back. I felt like it was meant to happen now. Like I'm not really that upset about last year because last year was already so much, and I was just beginning to like detour how I want to do things. So I am glad that we were able to take the time now to finally finish that single and put it out, and it's coming out on Wednesday. So, y'all look into that because I got a lot of stuff that will be posted on this channel in connection to the song.
Oh, yeah, it's not ready for him, okay?
Oh my God. Okay, so I think that I kind of want to just start this conversation off just getting into the nitty gritty of everything. Something that I never asked you all my life was, how did you get into music, and when did you realize that you had like this real passion for singing?
So I literally have been singing since a child. I mean, 3, 4, 5 years old with your older sister. Yes. Literally since we were babies, we were always singing.
Shout out to Suki.
Yeah. Your baby. We've literally been doing this for young. So I've always I'm not going to say when I was younger, I knew that I could sing. I was just kind of going with the flow. But then as years went by, you know, a lot of people were just like, she can sing and sing this for this one and come here. And then I'm in school. So it kind of gradually, I think the passion definitely started maybe like around 8, 9 years old. That's when I really honestly started to figure out like, wait, I actually can sing. People actually
really have this knack. Like I have this.
Yeah. Like it's not just like, oh, you're cute, like a little kid singing. That's nice. You know, they really liked it. So I definitely, from then on, it was like my passion. If you go back to, I have a CD disc from graduating from junior high school. And I literally was like, 10 years from now, I see myself being a singer. Like it's always been something that I've been into. I can't escape it, literally. It's my life. Like
you went to the same elementary school as me. Shout out to PS 100.
Yes, I love it. We
had a chorus teacher by the name of Miss Spinner. She was your chorus teacher when you were at PS 100, and she was mine when I was at PS 100. And when she found out that I knew you, she was astounded. And I remember you coming to my shows and just being able to have that full circle moment with Miss Spinner. Shout out to Miss Spinner.
Yes.
Because she really helped. I feel like she helped the both of us embrace our love further for music. It's not common for a lot of public schools to have such an invested music resource. That she was like that type of person that was so hard on for you, chasing your dreams, our dreams.
Yeah.
It really, really, really was like a full circle moment just to see you guys finally meet. And, you know, I kind of want to add that in there because that's like something that
because that's definitely that's the key thing. When we were younger, both of us, we got to experience, you know, a music teacher that was really dope, really determined and really interested. And she's seen in new gifts and talents. And look at us now. You understand? So it hurt things, okay?
Yeah, I feel like everybody pretty much knows my story, but you have grown up with me. So from a little boy, my mom told me that every time Beyonce played, I would be so happy as a baby. But when it went off, I was crying to the top of my lungs. Like, she knew then and there, not only was I going to have an amazing love for Beyonce, but also be a big fan of music and have a big ear for music. So from then on, I just grew up singing around the house and everybody was kind of used to it. It was almost as if like me singing now in this house, people don't even like, in the sense of being used to it, people don't bat an eye. You know what I mean? Like
because they just, like you said, they're used to it. They know that this is embedded in you. This is you, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, you definitely, when it came to Beyonce, you memorized lyrics, you had the harmonies, the tone, everything from young. Literally, I've watched you literally. And anytime you needed any help or anything, or anytime I wanted to interject and sing with you, I definitely was right.
We have UCAN videos because my computer had, our desktop computer back then had like a little UCAN. We have UCAN videos of you singing Pretty Hurts, all types of stuff. And I think you actually have some of the videos on your Instagram, like some of your cover songs you literally did in our house.
Yes, the videos there. You're in the background singing the parts I didn't know.
And it's like my mom always called herself Joe Jackson because like she didn't beat me, but she was very like, you know, hands-on when it came to the training.
She's seen the passion and she know where you can go. So she made sure she pushed and pushed and pushed.
She immediately
she did the best thing for you. She put you in so many things, dancing, modeling, music, and you just had a taste of thing, and that all intertwines.
And I remember at times when I was training, she would call you upstairs to help me out. So you've really, not only have you grown up with me, but you've grown up with me vocally as well. I wanted to know, just with us doing Quarantine Studio, did you see like vocal growth within me just from when you used to sing when I was younger?
I seen that you have a lot of voice control. You got the soul. You know how to bring the soul in. You know how to turn it off. You know how to make pop, like your octaves, your range, all of that. Melody. Let's not talk about when I got in the studio with you. I've been doing this for a very, very long time. studio, performing, singing, a cappella, whatever you want to call it. I've been doing this for a long time. But when I got into the studio with you, I kept recording like if I was a groupie, because I literally was just so amazed at how talented you are, the way you were producing it, the way you made the beats, the lyrics, the harmonies, the ad-libs, just everything. Like, it was literally giving me goosebumps, because I'm like, this kid doesn't understand how much of a genius he is, and he don't even understand that this is just the peak of growth in your life.
I don't. That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part, because I don't understand it. When I'm actually in the middle of creating music, when I tell you everything leaves me, I told them this last episode, even with making 741, I didn't know how emotional of a song I wrote until I recorded it. I did not really fathom that what I was doing was so unique. I didn't know that, you know, because in my mind, when I hear music, I have a vision of how I want the song to go in my head. So, and when I go into doing the song, I'm not thinking of the technicalities of everything. I'm not thinking of the optics of everything. I'm thinking of what blocks can I build together to make the song come out exactly how I hear it in my head. You know, I knew the little things it needed.
You do what's needed. You do what they're doing in the industry. You know what I'm saying? People that went to school for it, people that went to college for these things, to learn how to engineer all of these things. And you literally have the gift for it. And I could tell, like I said, this is a gift. This is something you were born with. Not a hobby or a talent that you picked up. This is a gift. This is what you're meant to do. That's why it comes to you so easy, because you're not supposed to work hard for it. It's supposed to flow. This is your gift. You're blessed, literally.
Thank you.
You are beyond so.
I'm when I receive all of that, it's so heartwarming. Like, I don't know. It's like sometimes when people really compliment me, and sorry if I'm being awkward, but sometimes when people really compliment me, in my head, it's not that I don't believe what you guys are saying. It's really I go through this with my vocal teacher all the time. Shout out to Professor Powell. But like, I have this thing where it's like, when people tell me like, yo, my God, you're doing this, and that, I'm like, really? Like, is it really, this is really how it's coming off? Like, my music really is my creativity really making this big of an impact? Like, I'm shell shocked. I'm shell shocked. You know, I'm grateful. I'm heartwarmed by everything, but I'm also shell shocked. Like, it is really hard for me to see what I'm doing. It really is. And I don't know why.
It's here, and let me tell you something, nobody honestly can deny it, you know? And coming from your perspective, I understand that, because people tell me the same things. You're an amazing singer, you perform so well, you know, and you always get that thought like, do I? Because we know our potential as well, and we know where we can go. So we really, it's layers and it's levels. So when people tell us that, our mind starts going like, well, I know I could do more. I know I could go better.
Yeah.
So that's the best thing though.
You know, music is very important to me. It's the best way for me to express myself. I love the movement music gives me in every aspect. And I wanted to, you know, ask you, how significant is music for you?
I literally can't live without music. I mean, happy, sad, angry, I'm listening to it. I use it for everything. I sing to my dogs. I'm making up songs. Like, literally, this is just like I said, it's a part of me since birth. And it literally means a lot to me.
I kind of wanted to like demonstrate something. When people ask artists like you and I how significant music is for us, it really is hard to explain, because it really is our lives. It really is our EKG. It's really what keeps us running.
Yes.
It's like, that's all you really could say about it. You know, it
sounds cliche when you answer it.
Yeah, it sounds cliche when you answer it, but it really is the truth. You know, like, I turn to music for everything. I love all types of music. I don't limit myself to music. Whatever my ears like, I like, you know, and I think that's part of the reason for why I love to be so experimental with music, and I love to jump into different sounds. A lot of my faves do it as well. I feel like Beyonce and Rihanna specifically, like, they've had much great careers because they're willing to step out of the box with a lot of the music they do. And that's definitely something that I'm doing and going to continue to do, because I feel like there is no limit to music. There's no person that you can attach to music. There's no color you can attach to music. Like, music is music, you know?
Yes.
That's why I love it so much. I feel like when I'm able to make songs like this, right? Like, for example, like Quarantine Studio, that song came out of absolutely nowhere. And like every time I tell people, and I was actually talking to my therapist about this. That song, look, I'm not a relationship person. I haven't been really in any. When I wrote Quarantine Studio, when I recorded Quarantine Studio and made it, it was 2020, a month into the quarantine. I woke up. Like the house was regular. Suki was in the kitchen cooking. My mom was in the room watching TV. Chris was playing his games when he was in his room. Like I took a nap and I woke up and I immediately just thought of beatboxing. And then when I thought of beatboxing, I was like, dang, well, this beatboxing that I'm doing kind of sound good. So let me just experiment with it, you know, and go on GarageBand. Little did I know it was the I didn't even think of what I was doing until I actually went and recorded it.
Like, hold up.
Yeah, like this sound good. So let me see how far it goes. So I went on GarageBand and I recorded myself making that sound. And then I went on YouTube. I was like, how do you loop a GarageBand sound?
Yeah.
And then they showed me how to loop the sound. And then once I looped the sound, I just sung. I went into the bathroom because I felt like I didn't know really how to do like the reverb and stuff, like the and stuff. So in my mind, I was like, the best way to probably have my voice bounce evenly will probably be in the bathroom, you know? Mm-hmm. I got Tuna Quiet, which was a challenge. But once I did that, I got into the bathroom. I took my time with it. Mama heard me from the bathroom. She went over each take with me. And then once I did that, I put the song together and then I just threw it out there. I looked online of how to distribute it. And then I just threw the song out there. I made a little handheld video with my phone. And that's kind of how the song...
Seeing it during the quarantine. I think I was in Puerto Rico and I seen the video.
Yeah.
Posted, yes.
I was gonna name it Karma because the song is about a lover. Well, in our case, lovers, because it's a remix. But it's about a lover lamenting about how their partner is gonna get what comes to them for doing them wrong in the relationship. So I was gonna name the song Karma. That's my knack that I have though. I write songs on other people's experiences. Like sometimes I don't specifically have to experience it. I could like jump into other people's shoes, just seeing like, seeing I've seen poor relationships. I've experienced friends and family with them.
Exactly.
Easy. And then I listen to like mad R&B. So like, it was easy for me to just write a song. Like, F you. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was
really relate to. Yeah.
It's really relatable. I put the song out and it got so much good reception. And then that's what further led me to like, release the other two songs I did, Stan and Leave Me Alone. Stan being just a song that was kind of like a thank you. It's a little rap song, nothing big. Yeah. Fun rap song. Just female friends specifically that was shouting me out, supporting me. And Leave Me Alone was just another little bathroom thing that I did. And that song actually has two meanings. So you could interpret it as a F my ex song, but it's really a song about being an introvert. So I'm really saying F everyone, not
everyone. Yeah. Like I just want to be to myself in my bubble right now.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's really what Leave Me Alone is about. When I work on music, I leave the world. You know what I mean? Like it's like mentally, like I check out. I don't know what time it is. I could be working on a song at 2. Little do I know it's going on 7 and I'm only halfway. It's one of those things where I dive so much into it because I have a vision of how I want it to come out. And I feel like that's what all artists should always have and always need. I see too much now on social. I feel like we are living in an era now where artists are doing more to be independent, which I love. I'm all here for it because growing up, I genuinely thought that I wanted to be a part of this big record label because they made it seem so promising. They made it seem so amazing. But it was only until I got older, I did my research, I've seen what happened to all of these celebrities, and it was like, wow, well, I wouldn't mind working with a label in the future, but I think it's also best to make sure that I have 100% of control on my music because business comes second to me. Like the music is really what's first to me. The art is what's first.
That's your passion.
And I was glad to know that because you and your brother actually have a label. Get into that real quick. How did that form? How did y'all get into that process? I really wanted to shed some spotlight on that for real. Because
Definitely. It was like back in 2012, 13-ish. I'm pretty sure everyone knows Young and May. But during that time, we were, my brother was just helping her out with, music and stuff like that, doing shows, studio, all of that, just trying to push her music because she's a very talented person. And, when you hear good music and people that have talent, you want to push that. You want them to be great. So we definitely was working with her and all like that with the music. And one day we were just literally in the projects, and just going over, just thinking about how we can make a connection with our music, but also a connection with God. So literally we're sitting there and my brother just like has this idea and he's like, red life, like we all love the color red, but the definition that came behind it is repent every day in life. Meaning no matter what you go through, you make sure you repent to God. You ask God for forgiveness for your sins. You pray and you have that connection with God. That's the meaning and the background of Red Life. A lot of people get it misconstrued with, because we're rappers and we are from the streets. We come from the hood. So, they get
I'm not going to lie. Like it really does get misconceived as like, like a street term. Oh, like a gang related term. Yeah. But it's really for me, that's actually shocking to know that. I even thought it was just like a street thing, that was just brought about, because I know like some labels are like that. That's shocking. Like now I feel bad. Now I really want to invest. Like it's really giving me like, damn, like I don't do this.
We just want to show people that no matter what you come from, what your past is, what you may have, what you don't have, the connection with God means everything and the most. And that's what's going to keep you pushing forward, So we, my brother, he's like the main part. His mind is also like genius mind. He's the main factor in all of this, where he really came up with that meaning that was so deep and dear to us, because that's one thing we all pray. We love God. We put him first, So that was something
every day, nonstop.
Yeah. We just ran with it. And like you said, a lot of people thought it was gangs and rah, 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 because we come from the hood and when we speak in our music and we rapping, this is just the lifestyle and the things that we experience, the things we've seen, the things we've been through.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we from the projects.
Exactly. So you can't take that from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Where you come from. But
our story.
Let people know that through everything, whatever you see, don't take from face value, and to always put God first. Repent every day in life. So yes, that's definitely the meaning. And that's how we came about it in 2012/2013. And from then on, we just been grinding and working, promoting and doing what we got to do, So we still have a label. We're always still looking for artists, talented people like you to work with and deal with. That's why when you came with the proposition with the song, I was like, how can I not? This is like a genius. Like, how would you not do that? Because at the end of the day, as much as you are like so appreciative of me getting on the song, I'm just beyond appreciative that you want me on the song as well, because this is our craft. This is not for fun. We're not doing it for a game, This is our craft. As much as it means a lot to you, it means a lot to me, because life does take a toll and we get caught up in other things that we have to focus on. So you're kind of like bringing me back into the studio vibe.
Just knowing that you guys have such an entity already, it goes to show that great minds really do think alike. The fact that you guys have a label goes to show me that that's why it's so important when people say that the people you surround yourself around are very important.
Yes, it is.
You need a team. You cannot do things on your own. You need a team. Don't get me wrong. I feel like I'm like a one-man workshop already, but
because you have so many talents and gifts.
But like I still feel like there is stuff that you need people for, and the fact that you guys are a team and most importantly a family. That's what's the most important thing, like my business is just now taking off the works. Like Freedom Savage Entertainment is a network. My music label is part of the network.
Yes, exactly.
Network. I want that when I begin to curate my team more, that once I see that they're doing really, really good for me as an artist, I want that I could find other artists in the project.
Exactly.
And, once I, build my team, which I already am, that will be able to invest in me musically and help me prosper and expand as an artist to get along with me, then I'll know, hey, this works for me. So I know this is going to work for other artists, and I want artists to have 100% 100% creativity, which I feel like a lot of artists lose, especially in the music industry. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you've been keeping the track of the current state of the music industry. And I wanted to ask you, you know, how does it affect you as an artist? And do you have any doubts? Because we live in a very weird time now. You know, the gatekeepers are gone, and you know, in our field, pretty much anybody is becoming famous now. So it's like, what is your views on that? How is it affecting you as an artist?
Truth be told, I was literally talking to one of my friends recently about this, and I was telling them at a certain point, maybe back in like 2016 and 17-ish and 18, like around there, like music was just like, to me. Not to be, you know, rude and disrespectful to any upcoming artist, because if this is what you want to do, you set your mind to do it and you achieve it. I'm always clapping hands for somebody that sets their mind and achieve their goals. I love that. I love ambitious people. It literally drives me crazy because I just love that about them. It makes me want to push forward. But at a point in time with music, I just really was feeling like the passion and the true realness and the true gifts weren't really being put to the front line. I felt like it was more for trends and fads and, you know, when can we get the most trending song? And it wasn't really coming from passionate artists per se. It was coming from people that like they knew like, yo, I got something to write, whatever. I got this nice beat. I'm about to go push it. TikTok can help me get a little, you know, buzz, like, which I said, I'm still happy that people did it that way. But at the same time, for me, being a artist and somebody that has a passion for it and a love and has been doing this from a very long time, it did kind of put a stale taste in my mouth at points in times, because I felt like with the way the industry worked, they weren't showcasing the people that really had the talent, the people that were really working with their gifts and doing what they got to do. It's more like I said, who can make the quickest buck and who can, you know, do the latest trend and fad. So at a point, I kind of was like distant from it because it felt unauthentic at a point. It wasn't like when we were coming out, like the artists that we have, the talent was there. You can't deny it. You can't say anything, you know, and the passion, you've seen the passion for it as well. Now I feel like it's easy to make a nice song on TikTok, have people dancing to it and it hits the charts, you know, like, and people see that and they run with it, which I mean, anybody would, but it took the, you know, the passion and the authenticity out of it for me at a point. But then I also looked at it like, then that should also be a good thing, because if that can work for other people, then how can it not work for the people that have gifts and talents and the people that are actually working to achieve goals, you know?
Absolutely. You know, everything you pretty much said is everything I've been saying to everybody. In 2016, I was actually about to kind of like not give up on music, but put a pause on it myself, because I saw that rap music was becoming so popular and so rampant that in my mind, I was like, you know, will people even want to hear my music? Like nowadays, it's like, what is people even trying to hear now? You know, like I really felt like there was a point where I really felt like I needed to stop. And the only artist that kind of like persuaded me not to do that was Kehlani, believe it or not. Like when she dropped Sweet Sexy Savage, like in 2017, I think, it was so different from all of the music I was hearing at the time. And, you know, she has also a big knack for not really following trends like that, you know, and it's
fantasy.
Yeah. And I gravitated towards that. To me, her music was so different and it pulled me. I know Sweet Sexy Savage by heart. I'm a big Kehlani fan. Mm-hmm. But, you know, when I saw her just put an album, no features, songs that really reflected her heart, her soul, her person, it really made me think, wow, probably like I literally wrote 15 songs that month alone just after hearing that album. Like it put me back into a music headspace, because I was like, damn, well, there probably are people out there that really want to hear what I have. You know, and Kehlani really helped me like grow that. I've never told nobody that, but like there was really a time where I felt like when things started to become so political, so business, so because now it's a money factory. That's really what it is, you know, when things started to become so much about the money and so much about the business, I really was like, what space do I have? What, you know, I can't point out specific artists because at the end of the day, I'm not dumb. I don't know their story.
Exactly.
So, you know, it's quick to say, oh, this artist, probably this artist is out. No.
Yeah.
So we could have our opinions, but genuinely, I don't know. You know, I don't know anybody else's story.
Exactly.
And the media could portray you one way, but you're really another. I cannot dictate nobody's art and nobody's love for music, but I know mine. Just like you said, if apps could easily push artists that may not be as passionate at us, it damn sure will be able to push us. You know what I mean? So it was one of those things where when I created my website, Freedom Savage Entertainment, I told myself this: as I get bigger, my website will, my empire will, and I want people. I'm using what's in front of me, social media, because my friends even noticed it last year. I cleaned all my social media. Like a lot of my social media now is mainly about business. The only time I really get personal on my social media is like on Snapchat or something. Snapchat, I get personal. I'll let you know. Hey, you know, stuff like that. You get all the ghetto stuff on Snap. But you know, everything else, like when it comes to like Instagram and stuff, like I decided that, you know what? Since everybody's using social media now, instead of doing what everybody's doing, let me create my own sector of the internet that all of my fans and friends and loved ones, anybody that's invested into me can turn to for everything. Let me create my own. My YouTube is my hub. My website is my hub. Yes. What I'm doing is a part of my hub. So when I'm basically using what the internet is doing and I'm making it for my benefit. So when you see websites like this, you know, when I have my app and stuff, all of that is going to grow, and I'm literally pulling people into my world.
That's what you're supposed to do. Yes. That's
into my sector of the internet. I'm controlling my image. I'm controlling my art. I'm controlling my music. I'm controlling everything that gets put out. Best believe is controlled by me.
I'm you.
By me, you know?
And how it's supposed to be. Just
like you said, it had an effect on you. It definitely had an effect on me too. And it left me with a lot of doubts, and to be honest, I still have them. Even you know, when I listen to a lot of my songs, even the ones that came out, like it's stuff where it's like, because I have a love-hate relationship with the songs that I even release. Like my first few singles, I have a love-hate relationship with them. Like some days I'm like, why did I put out lazy? Like why did I put out these songs? And then the other days I'm like, wow, like I really did something.
Happy, like I'm so happy I did this. Like,
yeah, you know, I've been having so much feelings of wanting to like delete or like remove a lot of my previous singles, but my friends is like, no, don't do that because you don't know what importance your songs is having on somebody else. There's people out there that love it. You know what I mean? Like you don't know the impact it's really having.
To have the song put in a movie, put it in you never know, commercial, you never know. You keep your art up there and your craft, and you let people see the growth. Like you said, you're bringing people into your world. So you want them to see, I started here, but I'm here right now. And it's going up, up, and up, you know?
My dad even said this. He said that when he hears my songs now, even compared to the ones I did in 2020, and even compared to the ones I did younger, because I hope y'all know this stuff did not start for me in 2020. I've been at this, going to the studio, all of that stuff. It's just that 2020, this is really when you guys are starting to see me make a present mark on social media. Beforehand, I was always at this, always in the studio 24/7 since I was like 8 years old. You know, he told me from singing all the way back then to singing now, he kind of feels like I'm like in a stage of vocal prime already. Like, don't get me wrong, when I'm 30 and 40, you know, I'll be at that, you know, real.
That's just the season. You'll be more seasoned. But your pitch, your range, it's there.
He feels like any song I release is just gonna be good. Like, it's that simple. Like, it really hit me when he told me that. Like, it stuck with me for a while. He told me that months ago. And but like when I released Talk to Me, that's when he told me. So that was like literally last year. And it stuck with me because I was like, could you say that I'm in my vocal prime right now? Like I always tell people, I'm always gonna grow. Like,
of course,
sing better in 5 years, and then 5 years I'm sing better than that. Like, you know,
that's how we surprise people when we surprise ourselves. Because, like you said, we're always growing. So as long as you're always evolving and ascending in your life, you will always get better. Because everything that you're experiencing now is just experience and helping you get more seasoned at what you're doing. Right now, we may think it's your prime, but like you said, 2, 3, 4 years from now, baby, you might be 10 times better. It keeps going. It keeps going. As long as you keep pushing and putting in that work, you're going to succeed.
With that being said, as far as skills is concerned, what skills do you want to acquire as an artist in the future personally?
Personally, I want to work on, like, because I write. Don't give me the lying. I write. I have so much notes written down, all of that. I write. The thing with me is I want to break free from being so vulnerable about the things that I write. I feel like I write into the music and I love it. But now it's like to the point, wait, I'm going to go record and tell these people that I've been heartbroken, or tell these people that, you know, my aunt passed away and it's been killing me. Like, I'm about to let these people know my most vulnerable feelings. So for me, that's kind of like my main issue as an artist. It's for me to like let go and to just be free, express what I'm going through and stop worrying about, because me, I like to write things and then I'll wait a year or two to, you know, produce the song, because now I don't feel that way. So truthfully, honestly, that's been my thing as an artist, being vulnerable enough to let people know, like, hey, this is what I'm going through right here and now, but I'm getting through it. I'm a very private person. So, you know, some people write in music and per se, it's not necessarily about them, or we don't know. But with me, it's like, because I know it's always been like an issue. So as an artist, I definitely really want to work on just being true to myself in the moment and not feeling away with the world hearing it and knowing it. Because like you said, we grow. So I went through this now, but I'm here now, you know? So that's my thing as an artist, just producing my music in the moments of why I'm feeling it and not holding them until I no longer feel those ways anymore.
I know that in the next couple of months to the next couple of years, you're going to be doing exactly what you say you want to do. You know, I could already call it. I could already see it because it's within you, Quay. And it's the same thing, you know, even for me. Like I always tell people, I don't like putting singing on a pedestal. When I hear people on social media, you know, like discuss artists singing and stuff like that, because they make all my faves compete with one another all the time.
I hate that. Yes.
I hate it because everybody's voice is unique. You know what I mean? Everybody's voice is unique. There's always room for improvement. That's what I tell people when it comes to my acting, when it comes to my dancing, when it comes to my singing, when it comes to everything. There's always going to be room for improvement. You will always be finding a way to get better. It's just a habit of being confident with yourself and your artistry in the moment, because that's really all that matters. Like since last year, I've been having more of a habit of just living in the moment. And I got it from the Tired Ass podcast with Zach Campbell and Trey Melvin. But it was something that Trey Melvin said, like he really said, like, you know, I keep doing all of these things because I'm rushing for a moment for me to happen in the future, something that I'm going to see as magical and stuff, but I'm forgetting about what's magical right now. I'm forgetting about the moment I'm in right now.
The new things that we're achieving in the moment, because that's what we do forget. We're always so focused on the end goal. Going. Like, the final achievements when it's here, but we don't realize that the things that we're doing in our life are new and they are many accomplishments until we get to that end.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I want to start pulling, like, that's what I've been doing. I've been learning since last year to really start appreciating my art, pulling a lot of the love from my art and stuff in the moment, because, you know, what I'm not, like we said, we're creating that future. We're creating that path already. Like we're pretty much already at it, you know, it's just going to be timeline. Like you said, it's only up from here. So it's only going to be like bigger opportunities from here. I'm just glad that I have somebody in my life and in my family that I could, you know, really talk and have these conversations with. Having you, I love even having my dad, because he's a music head within himself, because a lot of your opinions, a lot of your thoughts, a lot of your experiences are mine when it comes to music, and it truly shows me that we're so in sync. And like this collaboration was really waiting to happen. Like it really was written in stone, you know, like
literally.
I'm going to be doing so much more stuff with you. It's not even funny. Like
I was going to say that they better keep posting when the joint mixtapes and all of that.
I'm about to say, like, because as of right now, like, period, we're always like, my mom always told me, I'm taking you everywhere. You coming with me. Well, no matter when I take off, or you're coming right with me. Just
your mom always said that too as well. The same way she told you, she told me as well. She always loved me and my singing, my passion. She always told me, help baby, make sure you're there for him. Keep him with his vocal and his singing. Help him get more soul and all of that.
Yes. When I was younger, I remember being so aggravated when she used to train me. I used to be like, oh my God, like, why are you doing this? And like, it really took until last year, even before she passed, for me to really realize like, wow, like everything she did was really for a reason. It was for a solid reason. And I truly appreciate it. And now I'm glad that our remix is coming out. I'm so glad that we got to finish it, because I think we have finished our remix in like 2 hours. How was it? Just because I know it's been a while. First of all, let me this. I'm a promote it right now. She got 2 singles of her own out, For the Love and In My Bag. Y'all really need to go and stream that. I'm gonna put it in the description link below. You have
Thank you.
I tell her this all the time. I tell her this all the time. You have to put For the Love on streaming platforms. I'm sorry.
I'm going to.
It's a mandatory thing. Like,
going to.
I literally had to download the MP3 to put that and that song. Like, y'all, you're on my playlist. Like, I listen to your stuff all the time. I was listening to you yesterday on a train. I literally had to go on SoundCloud, download the app. I was so upset. Like, I had to really, and I had For the Love on repeat for half the train ride on the way to my friends yesterday.
Oh,
really, on the way to my, like, I listened to you faithfully. Suki blasts you in the car. Faithfully.
Yes.
Like, I genuinely love your artistry. Like, you have something about your voice. Like, let me get to you real quick. You have something about your voice that it's like, no matter what song you make, it could be rock. You have a very attractive voice. Like, it's like, I'm so pulled. Like, I just want to hear more of you. Like, that's something that's really unique within itself. Like, you have kind of like Beyonce, you know, specifically, and Rihanna specifically, you know, it's something about the voice. When you hear them, you know it's them.
It's them. It's distinctive. Yes.
It's very distinctive, you know, and I also feel like I have that, but
you definitely do.
You specifically, Quay, come on, those songs you did, like you those. Oh, like In My Bag is already on streaming platforms, but For the gotta be put on streaming.
I'm gonna put it up there. You've been asking me long, but I'm definitely gonna put it up there on the streaming sites.
Bringing me to my question, like your overall experience of just being in the studio. I know you spoke a little bit about it earlier into the episode, but how was it for you to just like be in a studio for like the first time, right? Like in a couple of years?
Yeah, it's been a few years. You know, it's been years. It definitely gave me back the feel that I missed. You know, it's like that home feeling that you get because you're doing something that you love to do. But at the same time, it was like, am I going to be good at this? You know, like you start getting them intrusive thoughts. And then it's like, I got to get back into my head. I'm like, you got this. It's the same thing when you're performing. It's the same thing when you do this. But it was kind of like I said, the thoughts in your head, you kind of let them play out a little bit. So it was like, oh, I got to get a little warmed up, a little seasoned. But for the most part, I actually enjoyed it. You made me want to get back in the studio. You know, I was telling you like, listen, I'm coming back. I definitely got to work.
Need mixtapes from you. I need EPs. I need the whole thing, to be honest. Like, I really just need to hear you, because anything you drop, I'm running to it. It's one of those things where I'm not saying that for the podcast. Like, if people really know, like, it's not like I'm going to prove to you guys, like, she's in my library, my music library. Like, I'm not joking. Like, it's really a thing. Like, when I type in my library, your song is downloaded. Like, I listened to this yesterday. Like, it's one of those things where like I knew that I was gonna love this remix because you're part of it. Like, I was like, damn, I already love your music.
You was being biased.
To have you on my own song and it's good. Like, I just can't. Like, I was so like, you have no idea how excited I am. I feel like a kid in a candy store. Like, I felt so excited. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but I really feel mad excited. I feel like our friends can't wait. Our family can't wait.
Participating on it. And that's the same way that I feel too. Like, the same way, like how you looking at me, like, oh, I love your voice, I love what you do. It's the same way how I feel with you. So when you asked me, I was just like, Because like I said, I haven't been in the studio for a while. I personally haven't been producing any of my own music for a few years. I have been performing still from all of these years up until now. I've been performing, but I still been performing my same single in my bag. And then I'll do a little a cappella or freestyle sing, you know, for the crowd and stuff like that. So when you wanted me to get back on the song, it definitely like, it meant a lot to me because it's like, oh, he still believes in me. People still believe in me, you know, like you kind of get caught up in your head.
Yes.
You get caught up in your head with life and what's going on. And when you're not on the path that you need to be, you start losing, you know, belief in yourself. Okay. So when I kept pushing forward and, you know, doing my performances, still going out there and then having you contact me, I'm just like, okay, I love this.
Yes,
and
exactly.
So
you're back in business. Like, you're back in shape. Yes. You needed time to, I guess, find that groove again, you know? It's always best when it's a willing thing, you know? It's the music's always authentic. It's always the best when you're ready. Music always is going to be around, you know, but I'm so glad that you're at that point in your life where you want to go back. I'm glad that that song did that for you because Lord, I just need more stuff from you. I do.
I'm coming. Trust and believe. This is literally just the beginning. I'm ready to
it's really just the beginning. That's what they like. You're going to be a part of so much songs. Like I already have a handful of songs that I want you to collaborate on. Like when I start to put out more projects and stuff, like you're going to be a part of it, like hands down. And, you know, I'm glad that, you know, we got to really do this because I wanted this episode to specifically just be like a musically based episode. Nothing too long, but, you know, long enough for people to understand where we come from as artists, you know? So it really was, like I said, this is just so full circle. I'm just still recepting everything. Like
that's me. Like I'm cheesing
everything.
It's hurting because I'm just happy. And I'm, like I said, I'm grateful because from watching you grow up to the person that you are now and seeing your determination and your ambition along with the gifts and talents you have, like it completes everything for me as well, because I know that your mom definitely wanted this for you. She definitely always believed in you, pushed you forward, put you in things. And I'm so happy that no matter what you've been through, you didn't let that deter you from your dreams and your passion. You stayed on track. And if anything, it pushed you to go harder. It's the beginning of his story. And y'all going to see him blow and y'all going to see the creativity and the greatness that he had. We definitely got to do some like behind the scenes in studio work. Like I need the people to really see that he makes his own beats.
Oh, yes.
Ad-libs, the harmonies. I mean, on cue. Literally, they need to know really the basics and how deep you really are into this.
Like I said, this is really just the beginning. You know, like I cannot wait to further work with you, and I think that I'm really going to enjoy it. It's fun, you know. At the end of the day, that's really it's fun, you know. But with that being said, I hope that you guys really enjoyed this episode. You know, nothing too big, but big enough for you to understand just the meaning of where we're coming from as artists. Make sure that you guys tune into the Quarantine Studio remix. I am so ready for it. I'm so ready.
Pre-order is available now, though. So
yes, the pre-order is available now. So make sure y'all have it in y'all, because I believe this podcast is going to come out like 2 or 3 days before it. So I don't care what time y'all watching this, you know. And if y'all end up watching, like after the song comes out, still go and look into it, because all we're basically telling you is to go to the song. So it's like at that point, go to the song. I'm gonna have everything in the description below. Quay's Instagram, along with her 2 songs, and you know, the pre-order and link to ours. So again, I love you guys. I'll definitely talk to you guys soon. And until the next episode, this is Freedom Savage signing out. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in.